The Democratic Republic of Congo is being plunged further into chaos after more than 100 aftershocks raise fears of another volcanic eruption. Evacuation orders have been issued for residents in the city of Goma. Tens of thousands of people there have been displaced after fleeing a deadly volcanic eruption on Saturday. That is on top of the 2 million people who fled their homes last year due to multiple conflicts. Now, the situation is so dire. The Norwegian Refugee Council says the country has the most neglected displacement crisis on the planet. Well, CNN correspondent Larry Madowo is in the town of Sake in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and he joins us now live. And Larry, this is a really important report. IDPs, that is, internally displaced people, lack rights under international human rights law. They technically fall under the responsibility of the state, which begs the question, what is needed and what is realistic when it comes to alleviating the pressures causing these mass levels of displacement at this point?
Becky, there was already what some might consider intractable problems in this part of the Eastern Democratic of Congo before Saturday's volcanic eruption. Now there's thousands of people trying to flee this little city, which has hundreds of thousands of people, and there doesn't seem to be a way to hold that. Even in the best of times, there's armed groups and banditry operating in this part of Africa. Yet, the Democratic Republic of Congo doesn't get the same amount of attention. Partly, the Norwegian Refugee Council thinks, is because the displaced people here are not making their way into the Mediterranean and into the world's attention. This country is the size of Western Europe, probably larger, and yet you don't see as much information about it in the global media, or aid agencies struggling just to find financing for people to eat, to put them somewhere for medicines for the children. And right now, there's people evacuating. You see this road. This is an east route out of this active area, the red zone of this volcano. And I caught up with the Norwegian Refugee Council Executive Director Jan Egeland. He was also evacuating out of here. We spoke to him on the border between the Democratic Republic of Congo and Rwanda.
This is a place where there is a volcano load of displacements every single day. I mean, the volcano displaces 60,000 people. The conflict displaces 6,000 people every single day from 120 armed groups just in this region, 180 altogether in Eastern Congo. There are so many conflicts, so many disasters, so much misery, so much chaos that the people are suffering beyond belief, and nobody seems to care.
So the people who are displaced just by this volcanic eruption and the people who fear that their houses might cave in because they've seen cracks around, that's the same number of people who are displaced every day by the many other armed conflicts here. We are at a church where people are gathering here, and there's many around this town of Sake. There's no support from them from the government. There's no shelter, there's no food, there's no medicines. They don't know what this night is going to be like, or the next few nights, until it is safe for them, Becky, to go back to where they live.